online games, playing quarterback, playing games in general as a passer, and you have to realize that there's only one position that you fully control. It's the quarterback on every passing play and the running back when you run. So really two, and whoever you're playing on defense. So you can't control the squares route or whatever. You can't control the offensive lineman. So that's why, in my mind, building a team. I mean, you want to have a well-rounded team, of course. Me personally, I have uh, two ability players on my offense. One good receiver, one good running back, and my quarterback's fine. Now, throughout my Madden career, I've never had like a super good quarterback. I've had maybe a while ago I had a Justin Fields that I got up really high, but ultimately you want a quarterback at least that. I mean, the higher overall, the better, obviously. But you want to have a quarterback that can at least make the throws he's supposed to. Like Derek Carr I had for the first like 3 seasons, he was fine. And now Milroe's gotten up past Carr and essentially is better than him, so I started him. Yes, you can get a good quarterback if you want, but the point is you only control a few players. Offensive line you don't control. So in my mind, building a team, you want to have a good offensive line, right? That can build um, and grow together and be solid. No superstars on my O line, but everyone's a pretty decent overall. I think everyone's in the 80s. I don't think anyone's a 90, anyone's 70. Just solid. There's no holes, and they work pretty well together. Defense, I have probably the best defense I've had in one of all my franchises. And the thing is, all these players here, except for Jason Newton and Gray, all these players are on the Saints currently. I haven't made any trades. The only two guys I've drafted, these have been my two first round picks, Gray and Newton, and I've developed them. So, and on offense, I won Olave, who is a great receiver, and yeah, I've kind of made him good essentially. So I think that's fun in itself. But the point is here, building a team, there's a lot of different approaches you could take, but um, ultimately those are kind of my thoughts. If you have one good receiver you can throw to, and a decent quarterback that can make the throws, running backs I don't think matter at all. To be honest with you, you got someone that's quick or something, it doesn't matter a whole lot. Um, there's a lot of different ways you can make a team, but that's not really what I want to talk about. I want to talk about the fact that people struggle with passing, and you have to pass to win games. It's as simple as that. And it's no secret. You got to be a good passer, but ultimately, I think there's a lot of strategy that goes involved in that. Lots of tips and things that I think a lot of people don't quite get, and maybe they're missing out on. So what I really wanted to say was, when you're passing, you have to kind of have an idea of your playbook. One, two, who you're going to throw to on the play. Now, reading coverage is a whole different story. I think I know what coverage it is sometime, I swear, man, and I'm completely wrong. Now, there's a few things I'll look for. Now, normally when a guy like this follows me across the field, it's man coverage. If you're playing a user team, a user guy, then they can just switch it up, base the line, and you never know. For CPU games, though, you can kind of have a little bit better of an idea. Now, I think it's probably man coverage here. He's followed me across the field. So, okay, I see two safeties. I'm thinking maybe a cover two man. Or now, once again, you don't have this much time to goof around like I do in a real game, but you can at least get an idea of some sort. So it did look like man actually. Um, but you want to have an idea of who you're going to go to, because if you're running plays you've never ran before and you're just saying, "Oh, screw it, I've never ran this play before. I'm just going to hike it, see what happens." You don't know the routes or whatever. Then you're gonna get beat. You're not gonna be successful. Most of the times, the picks I throw, oh, and I throw a lot of picks, man. I've never been a guy that, tell you what, I've never been a guy that doesn't throw picks. I'm never, I will admit to that. I'm never one that, I throw interceptions. Let's just be real here. But I'm learning, and especially on these CPU games, I do intentionally kind of pick plays I've never ran before. That's why I'm on online games here. Oh, look at this. Can we get this guy? What a throw. That's why I'm in practice mode here, and I go play my offline CPU games. I try new plays out. I got nothing to lose, especially when I'm going to beat them anyways. I don't care if I throw two or three picks. Now, if you're looking for stats, looking at MVP, which a lot of people are, that is fun. Then I will, Respect that, but always go into practice mode, try out new plays. But you want to have an idea of the playbook, and who you're going to go through on the route. Making more than one read is so crucial. If you just hike it, you go, okay, I love, this crossing route. I'm only going to zone in on R1. We're looking at Olave only here. He's not open. He's not open. You're either sacked or you start scrambling, which a lot of people scramble. I think scrambling is fine. I do it, but I think it gets overused way too much. I think that people, okay, they're panicking, they just roll out, and they try to do that, and they throw a pick. That's what people do. And ultimately, even hiking it and drifting back like this, a lot of people do, it leads, the game's built in for the edges to get in there and get a sack. What a lot of people, I think one of my main reasons, and a lot of other people that pass well, key success is standing in the pocket, making your reads, making a throw. It really is. You have more time, go into practice mode, try it out, and I think you'll believe me on that. So, with that being said, you want to stand in the pocket. Here's my basic tips, not an expert here, but from my nose, for newer players, not getting too complicated, you want to try to stand in the pocket, make a throw, and have an idea of who you're going to. Make a few reads. Now, there's a few other things. Now, if they're blitzing, let's go to a blitz play here. I used to struggle on blitzes. Blitzes were something I could never get. So let's just do random man blitz here. Blitz are something that I'm like, oh my gosh, he blitzes a lot. I can't do anything about it. If I was playing a guy, but if someone's blitzing, it's almost money for me. If there's a blitz, let me show you some ways to beat this. Now, in my mind, a lot of newer players and non-experienced players struggle with going against the blitz for sure. When I hike it and I see these guys come in, I know everyone's one-on-one, so I can find my best player. And that's kind of always in my mind when I hike. Before I hike the ball, I go, well, if it's a blitz here, who am I going to go to? Ultimately, when you see those guys are coming in, bang, take your eyes off them. A lot of people will want to look on the line and try to scramble and try to, get out of the way. The best thing to do is stand the pressure, stand the pocket, deliver a quick pass, hopefully. Now we're going to look for Olave here. They come in. Look at this. Just he beats his man. Even the blocking was pretty good there. And everyone's one-on-one, so why wouldn't I go to my best player? Why would I not go to my best receiver? So, like I said, I kind of know it's blitzing, but let's say I don't. Let's say I'm going to do a deep pass here. It's 3rd and 10. Well, let's see what I think here. They come in. Yeah, we're sacked. Problem. That's a problem. You do a deep pass, you're kind of screwed. That's why I think, honestly, I'll throw in a blitz here and there on a 3rd and 10 because they have to wait for plays to develop. It's kind of smart. And that's why you see a lot of teams in real life blitzing. This play right here is one of my favorite counters to a blitz. Now, granted, I have a good defense here, but man coverage, this kills it because I have Olave here, got like 99 route running. Look at those abilities. I know it's man coverage here. I'm looking for him as soon as he turns right there. Bang. This is a touchdown. I mean, I'll run this play. I don't want to give everyone my ideas here, but man, I'll run that play 3 or 4 times a game. Probably my favorite play against a guy like Jake or that's seen it a little bit more. You got to be more careful for sure. Can we hit him deep? No, we can't. So blitzing is something that's interesting. Let's go back to random plays here. I mean, blitzing, it's just like it makes or breaks you. You can get sacked on 2nd and 10, and it's 3rd and 20. You know what I mean? Or you can throw a touchdown on those plays. We got random plays again here. Like I've ran this play a million times. I know who I want to go to. I mean, let me be real. Using different playbooks, they're good. But jumping into a random playbook you've never used before normally is not going to work out. It's not going to work out. You got to know your plays, got to practice them, and find a playbook you like and practice. Now, passing, you got to make reads. You have to. Okay, X is not open. Triangle's not open. I'm going to go R1. Bang. That's what went through my head in the span of 3 seconds. R1, X, or whatever I just said. X, triangle, R1. So I'll try to say out loud here what I'm thinking. So in my mind, I'm like, okay, I've ran this play before. I love triangle. If it's a man coverage of any sort, I'm like, oh, I love triangle when he turns. It's my best player, Olave. I have him in this position because I like this play. I go into formation subs. I put him in here. So I'm going to look to see if I can hike it, and if it kind of looks like man coverage or he's gonna be open, I'll look for him. If not, I'll probably go X to R1. So let's hike it, triangle. I like it. I like it. I like it. Yes, I'm gonna hit him still. So I can just kind of tell. I'm like, okay, okay. It looks like I can. Can he break open? Is there space over there? And when he makes that break, is he open? Yes, he is. So I'll throw to him. Here I like triangle first, then circle, then R1. I don't really like this play though. We'll hike it. Triangle. Triangle looks good still. Looks good still. Throw him. Hey, if you can make one read, and that comes with experience. If I had never ran that play, I wouldn't know who to look for. Now I kind of have an idea because I played the game a lot, right? Um, so there's that. Now I like this play as well. I love hitting triangle here, and then I make the square read, and then I make the R1 read, maybe even X sometimes. But let's see if it's man covered. I can hit triangle on the. Okay, let's. Oh, we did catch it. Let's see if we can make a 2 or 3 reads here. Because I keep getting my first read, but also it's like I know these plays. Of course, I'm gonna make one read. Like this play, I know who I'm gonna go to here. It's gonna be triangle for the first read. He's all linebacker. He's got a touchdown there. I mean, come on, that is easy money, easy money. But once again, you gotta know your playbook. You gotta know your players. A lot to go into it. All right, so let's think about here. Like I'm not really too familiar with this play, but I have ran it a few times. I like Olave here. If it's man coverage, as soon as Olave sits, I can hit him. Other than that, I'm probably looking triangle or X. I'll tell you what I'm thinking here. So Heike, I'm looking R1. Yes, I could have hit him there. But now we're gonna make a second read. Oh, we're gonna hit X there. So I just wanted to make another read there. Say like Olave was covered on that play hypothetically. So let's I don't I want to try to do like a new play I haven't ran before. Yeah, everyone's covered there. Try to make a so yeah, I kind of saw everyone was covered there. Last resort scramble. That's what my point is with scrambling. You want to be your last resort. You see, I do this play a lot. I like to hit square across, but I'll look for X on the drag. So I'll tell you out loud I'm thinking. I hike it. X looks covered. X looks covered. Square's coming across. Can I wait a minute to throw it to him? Because maybe you can outrun it. That was my thought there. This play, I like to see. I'll tell you. Our circle's covered. Circle's covered. I'll hit X on the flat. That was my thought right there. If it was man coverage, maybe I could hit circle on that deep out, on that out route. If not, I'll look for the flat. This play, I like to hit circle as well. Once he cuts up to see if it's man coverage of some sort or a cover 2. If not, I hit triangle. This is a risky deep play. Let's see if I can get anything here. Yes, I got circle. Oh my goodness, that was a terrible throw. So yeah, I actually went circle to triangle and back to circle because I saw the blitzes coming in, or at least I had some pressure there, and that made me have a bad throw. And yeah, I actually went back to my original read because I wasn't familiar. Because he hadn't done his cut up yet. So this play, if it's cover 3, you can hit triangle right off the bat. I'll be able to tell. And then if not, you can look for X or circle. Circle is a great play. If it's a cover 3, I can wait for him to come across. So I hike it. Yeah, I can hit him there. I want to kind of like make a few different reads. Sometimes in my head, man, like I'll sit in the pocket there for a minute, and yeah, I'll make a few different reads, and come out with some pretty good plays. Catch it, and I'll be like, I'll make 1 read, 2 reads, go back to my original, then a third, then a fourth, then I hit a guy. At the very least, maybe you guys can learn a little bit about who I'm reading, Looking circle, it's my best player. PA crossers, not a good read, but he's on a linebacker. I'm shocked he didn't beat him. A lot of it's quick too. So here, yeah, let's do this one. I'm not a fan of this play, but I like to see if circle is open on the crossing route. Give me some time. Use time. He kind of was, but I was hoping that I could get someone else better. That's kind of where it gets a little risky. I go, hey, he wasn't really open. I love this play right here. This is one of my favorite plays. Let's end this on this play. See if I can get a completion. So I look to see if it's man coverage, and I can hit R1 first. If it's cover 2 or 3 zone, you're gonna have X or circle wide open. So I should be able to complete this play. R1 is covered. We're hitting X. Yes, just left me open. That is a great play that I've experienced with. I've ran a lot. I make 3 reads there. R1, the circle the dragon, and X upfield. So there you go. Hopefully you guys learned something there.